Hi folks! Welcome to Living the Skye Life. If you're new here, I'm Willie.
And I'm Sarah.
We're a musician and artist, and this channel is about our journey escaping suburban life and moving to our dream home, a 200-year-old cottage on the Isle of Skye in the Scottish Highlands.
Along for the ride are our two crazy but adorable pups, Jack Spaniels and Nori.
Join us as we experience the highs and the lows of living in a remote corner of a wild Hebridean island.
This week, we take a walk through a magical woodland, carpeted with beautiful bluebells at their peak from the rainy Scottish spring weather. I was so inspired by their beauty, I just had to come back to my studio and paint them.
Meanwhile, the building work is never done at Skye Life Cottage, as I'm putting some more salvaged fish boxes to good use in the cottage garden.
Plus, Big Willie's hair salon is back open for business.
But will my clients be pleased with the results, or will it be a hair-raising experience?
If you don't already, please do hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with our weekly adventures. Join us as we continue.
Living the Skye Life.
It's been such a good year for bluebells this year. I don't know why. I don't know if the weather was just better for them this year than last year. Last year was really dry around May time, and this year it's been pretty rainy, like today. So that's probably better for them. Keep driving around the island and seeing swathes of like purplish blue looks beautiful in this woodland especially. They're really, really amazing. I think I'm going to try and take some photos and maybe do a painting. Do you like the bluebells? I like the bluebells. Generally the kind we get here as well are the proper British bluebells. You can tell because all the flowers grow on one side of the stem and they kind of droop over, whereas the non-native ones grow all the way around the stem so they stand up straighter. I think they're Spanish bluebells, but the ones in this woodland, as far as I can see, are all the native British bluebells, which is really nice. Nori, come on pups, let's go. One thing I do love when the weather's like this in the woods is that everything gets a coating of like water droplets and they gleam silver. It's so cool. I did a painting a couple of years ago which was an oak leaf covered in water droplets and I loved doing that. So I might have to get some photos of the bluebells with water drops on. I think that's quite apt for the Scottish springtime. Also, I would like to confirm officially that the midges have arrived on Skye. In fact, it was a few days ago now that we noticed them here in the woods, especially because it's so sheltered. We get quite a lot of breeze across at our cottage, so we're actually not too badly off for midges, but here in the woods, because it's much more sheltered, oh, you feel it. And they have arrived.
Join me in the Skye Life Cottage shed, and the reason I'm in the shed is I'm going to be making some planters, or should I say more planters, but this time I'm going to be using fish boxes that washed up on the foreshore. My original plan was to cover them in wood, but then I thought, you know what, let's embrace the fact that they're fish boxes. Let's make it obvious that they were upcycled. I think that'll look much cooler, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's get stuck in. Luckily, it was a beautiful sunny day in the glen, so time to get the tools out. Let's get started. With a wee bit of spaniel supervision, of course. Until they got bored and went to see their mum, whilst I carried on building. I've done the first bit of the frame here, fits on the bottom like that, and then I will screw through from the other side into this wood to hold it in position. But what I need to do now is work out whether I'm going to do it the same way as I did the other planters, which means I need to put the joists in here like that, which is probably what I will do just to make it look uniform with the other ones. And the other way I could do it is put the joists on the top, but I feel that that would be less structurally sound. I think it's going to be a bit more flimsy, so I'm going to put them in here. Joists like that, and then we'll determine the height, and then I'll build another frame around it. In fact, I'll probably just build this frame and then put the legs in. What do you reckon?
Sounds good.
Cool.
They get surprisingly heavy, these fish boxes, when they're full of earth and compost.
I'll put a joist down here as well to stop it from just the plastic having to take the weight. You can see how flimsy that is. So the joist down the middle here. Cut another one at 39 centimetres. Happy days. Now I had the governor's thumbs up of approval, it was time to carry on with the build. And of course Jack and Nori had to be involved again. Cool, so I've got it to this stage now. That's the first one done. So I'm going to put the box on top now, and then I'm going to screw it down to that to stop it from moving. I'll also drill some more holes in it as well for drainage. Got the box on there now, nice and evenly. It's a funny shape at the bottom. It's got bits that stick out on this side and the opposite on the other, and I think it's so they can stack them. It doesn't bother me. I just did it square because it's so much easier. What I'm going to do now is drill a few holes in the plastic and then put some screws in to hold it in place. I did the first two to tee up, and then I drilled the rest of the holes because I now know with these screws in here and here it's in the right position. Now I can put the rest of the screws in. And finally, I'm going to drill some holes in the bottom here because there's going to be not enough drainage there. And that is a planter. Happy days. Make another one now. Alright, what's your verdict?
Yeah, pretty good.
You like it?
Nice and sturdy.
I think it looks really cool. I'm pretty sure that's going to divide opinions though, because it's quite weird, but I like it. I think it's great.
It's cool. It's a nice way of reusing the stuff that we found. And it's not going to go at the front because we've got the nice planters already to go there.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go around the side maybe where it's the little sun trap from our
Sure.
squash.
Nice. Happy days then. Let's build another one. Well, that's the two planters made. What do you think of them?
Yeah, I think they look really good. They're obviously not quite as visually, aesthetically pleasing as the ones at the front of the cottage, but they're not meant to be. They're meant to be quite rough and ready and just put together with stuff that we find, so I think that's really cool.
Upcycling, and part of the culture around here as well. We get fish boxes on the beach all the time, so that's why we use them. And I just think it looks quite cool. It looks quite quirky. Don't mind that at all. Could even further decorate them with bits of old rope and buoys and stuff like that, but maybe a bit far. I think they look pretty cool.
Yeah, and they look even cooler when they've got plants growing in them.
Absolutely. And the plants will go even better when they're in our tummies. But no job's really done until you check in with the site manager. You helping, buddy? A big help, thank you. You tidying up? Clever boy, Nori. I would like to point out that's not plugged in.
It is a Monday morning and the Willie Skye Life Salon is open for business.
And the question is, as always, are you going somewhere nice on your holidays?
We actually don't have any holidays booked, so no.
No, we don't, no.
Again, I'm not trusting him to cut it. Don't worry, guys. I'm not putting scissors in his hands.
Chainsaw?
But I am putting bleach in his hands. I am still quite nervous. We did this last year and it was actually fine. It worked really well. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, you had a kind of tenants in your hand then.
I know, I haven't got Dutch courage today because it's a Monday morning, so I'm on the tea, not vitamin tea.
To prove it, definitely not beer. And I'm not the only client today, actually.
No, I have 3 clients, well 2.5.
Yeah.
Because we haven't done Nori yet, but Jack's next as well.
Also worth pointing out, you can get your hair done by a professional on Skye.
Yeah.
Not saying that you're not professional.
I'm professional at some things.
There are hairdressers in Broadford, there's mobile ones that can come to you, and there is a hairdresser in Glenelg apparently, which would be quite fun to get the ferry across, but that's a heck of a journey to go get your hair done.
What I can do in the kitchen.
Yeah, so we basically just do our own hair.
So, Jeopardy time. Is it going to be terrible? Am I going to screw it up? Was it the vitamin T that was the real skill? And actually, I don't know what I'm doing. So let's see if tea versus vitamin T does a good job.
First things first, I need to detangle this barnet. And it doesn't look like it much today, but I am actually naturally curly haired, and we don't usually brush curly hair dry, and you're soon going to see why.
Mess.
What are you trying to say about my hair?
I'm talking about the bloody mess in our house.
You happy with the quality?
Are you going somewhere nice on your holidays?
Again, no, haven't got anything booked. Let's get on with this.
Get this done then.
Yeah?
What do I have to do? Can't remember.
Do you need me to redraw the diagram?
I think I said this the last time. This is a terrible idea. But let's do it anyway. That's about the size I did last time from memory. Not that I can remember much because I drank 6 cans of lager.
No, you didn't. Don't lie. There's section 10. Pretty good. I feel like something out of Star Wars with my space buns.
Yeah, that's cool. That's true. You do. Princess Layabout.
You're lucky I can't move.
So, are you going somewhere nice on your holidays?
Halfway. This one's been on for, I think, 20 minutes now, so we should probably check it and take it out.
Well, it's definitely not the same colour as it was.
Okay. Come on.
Can maybe use this tin foil for like roast dinners and stuff?
I mean, probably wouldn't recommend it. I can't see it, guys. I'm hoping it's the right colour.
I can see it. It's fine. Get it in the water. In the water. I don't know why I find this so much fun. You're going somewhere nice on your holidays.
Is this a hint for us to book a holiday?
If you want.
Section number 2 coming out.
Is it normal as this has gone green? It's gone bright green. Looking cool.
Mm-hmm. Is it a good hairstyle?
It's unique. Maybe this could be your thing. As well as having orange hair, you could have this hairstyle. Going out nice on your holidays.
Yeah. These sections are bleached with a slightly different product from the same company, but it's all I could get in the boots when I was in Kirkcaldy. Hopefully that's not a really bad idea, using 2 different types of bleach on your hair.
So you're happy?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
One last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going...
No. I can't be asked that question anymore.
I was going to say...
No, it started as a joke and it's not funny anymore.
I was going to say, are you going to come back to my salon?
Maybe. We'll see how these turn out. The little patient doggies down there. I took them for a nice long walk in the woods before we did this, so they've just been snoozing. And after lunch, Jack, it's your turn.
We're not bleaching the dog.
I mean, we've got some bleach left over. We could have matching dogs. Haircut it is. Not today for you, Nori. You get to escape the haircut for a while longer. Right, that section's looking pretty good. We can get these sections washed out, and that's you off duty. Let's do this. Getting there.
Yep.
And it all seems to match fairly evenly. So, quite anticipated.
No bother, eh? Just out of interest, how much would this have cost if you got it done in a salon?
I usually used to pay about £200.
That's interesting. Carry on.
Buys a lot of vitamin T, doesn't it? How do I look?
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gonna go shampoo it and put some treatment in, and then I'm gonna dye it orange Shock horror. I never diet anything else.
And is that me off the hook for another year now then?
Yep, I'll see you next year.
Alright, going on your holidays anywhere nice?
Yeah, somewhere without you. Joking. How are you feeling after that experience?
I feel like I need to go and do something. Oh, that's better.
As usual with my paintings, I start by doing a very light pencil sketch of the image I've chosen. Once the sketch is done, I roughly fill in the shapes with a wash of pale colour. This allows me to erase the pencil marks before I go any further. I find it really helpful to break down my paintings into manageable shapes and sections, then work on them individually. It makes the whole painting seem less complex and scary. Although they are called bluebells, I think we can all agree that they look more of a pale purple colour. This is because the naming of bluebells came before the word purple existed in the English language. However, when you look closely, you can see the stems and part of the petals are a bright blue. Bluebells grow all across the British Isles, except for Orkney and Shetland, and we have nearly 50% of the world's population, although they are threatened by habitat loss. I left the water droplets blank on purpose, so that I would have the pure white of the paper to capture the reflections of light. I'll come back to them later in the painting. It's a nice sunny afternoon. I've been editing all morning. I feel like I need to do something outside in the sunshine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint those planters that Willie has made, the sort of makeshift fish box ones. They've got a wooden frame. We're going to paint them in the seagrass paint, which is the same as the big planters we made, just because we want to make them tie in a little bit and look a bit like they're part of the same cottage, which they are, and we want to give the wood a bit of protection, so that's why I'm going to paint them that colour. Let's go on with some painting. It's so nice to have the option to get outside the studio and make the most of a beautiful day, even when we're working. On Skye, glorious sunny days do happen, more often than you think. But you also come to appreciate the value of each one, as you never know when the weather is going to take a turn. All done!
Well done.
Yep.
I built them, you painted them.
Yeah.
Seems fair.
Yep. Equal sharing of the work, right?
We'll go with that.
I think they look good.
They look great. Yeah, really, really cool. I realise that not everyone's going to like them. I fully understand that. But for me, they're just really quirky and they reflect so well where we are because they wash up on the beach. So here they look normal, but they wouldn't look normal everywhere. They would look strange in some places,
Yeah.
I think.
Once they're dry, we'll get them into position and then we'll fill them with some earth and compost and then I can plant my squash. Round 2.
Round 2, this time it's Jack.
Switches from hair salon to pet grooming.
Living Skye Life, folks.
Not your turn today, mister. I've got orange hair dye in with my very fetching turban.
Yep.
And while that's processing, we'll be doing Jack's haircut. Nori is getting put in prison. You can watch the haircut taking place, but he's not going to get involved and eat all the hair.
Because he would eat the hair.
He would eat the
He would
hair.
definitely eat it. Everything goes in the mouth when they're that age.
Yeah, let's get on.
Yeah.
Come on now, Mr. Spaniels. It's time for your appointment.
Right, Mr. Spaniels.
It's like he's getting a massage.
We normally put cardboard on the table, but we don't have any, so this is my solution.
Right, Mr. Spaniels, we're ready for you. On the bed. Now, we're not going to touch the fluffy bits on top, are we? Because
No.
we like them. We like his tufty top.
We're just going to give him cuddles and reassurance first. You know what comes next, don't you? You do. You get your hair cut. Well, at least this way you don't have to go somewhere else to get it cut if Dad does it for you.
Right, I better step in and restrain and comfort.
He escaped.
We lost him.
We lost him. Well, I'm afraid you have to come back.
We're not done yet. He thinks he's done.
You're not done.
You're not done. Nice try, mister. What a good boy is Jack Spaniels.
Yes, he
What
is.
a good boy. Yes, 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 yes. Ah, big yawn.
Just feather in your ears, pal. Going anywhere nice on your holidays? I think he's done. You were a very good boy, weren't you? Weren't you? You get biscuits. Do good boys get biscuits? What do you think, Mum?
Biscuits? Good boys get biscuits. Yes, they do.
He's a good boy. You jumping down? Clever boy, right? No, he has to get one too,
No, he's been a good boy.
though. No, he was just quite patient. He's desperate to get to the fluff and eat it. Here we go, biscuit. Here we go, biscuit. Good boy. Try to go run about. All clean. All trimmed. Much better, Pops. There we go. One dog trimmed.
There you have it, all done, all washed and dried and coloured, and I think it looks pretty good. He's done a really amazing job again. Willie Scott, the hairdresser, who knew? I feel so much more like me when I have my hair done like this. Willie's actually never seen me without the orange in my hair. I just really love it. Don't know why, always wanted orange hair. I think it's maybe a cross between Lilu from The Fifth Element and Merida from Brave. Two amazing style icons, I think you'll agree. So there you go, happy, that's me for another 10 to 12 months. I start by outlining the water droplets to give them a nice sharp edge. Then I go in and try to capture the reflections on the curved droplets. It's really important to remember where your light source is coming from in a painting, as shadows or reflections in the wrong place will ruin the illusion. Folklore, bluebells were said to ring when the fairy folk were calling their kin to a gathering. If a human heard the sound, it was said to be their death knell. It was thought to be unlucky to walk amongst the bluebells, as you would disturb the fairies resting there. Fine lines to the petals to give them a more natural texture than the very smooth finish of watercolour. It's quite a nerve-wracking process, as the wrong move here could look terrible. Even the tiniest details need shading to finish off the painting. Folks, thank you so much for watching our video. We really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please do leave us a like, a comment, or subscribe to our channel if you don't already. It's free to do, helps our channel to grow, and you get updates when our videos come out every week Sunday night at 6 PM UK time.
If you did enjoy this video and you want to support the channel further, you can do so over on Ko-fi. You can buy us a coffee, or you can buy the dogs a wee treat. And what I really mean is, you help this channel with our running costs.
Or if you want to help us out more long term, you can join our amazing community over on Patreon, where you get bonus content for helping us out each month.
The beautiful painting that Sarah did in this episode, plus lots more paintings, prints of which are all available over on her Etsy store.
Plus, you can find Willie's original music that features in all of our videos available on his Bandcamp page. Links to all these pages are in the video description.
Hello. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next week. We're leaving our suburban life, moving over the sea to Skye. Are we chasing a dream? I guess in time we will see, when we're living the Skye life. Living the Skye life. I got crumbs on me and dog hair.
That is literally our lives.
Crumbs and dog hair. Which that sounds like an end of a peer Blackpool performer. Hello, I'm Crumbs and I'm dog hair.
Why does that make me dog hair? So that's probably... Yeah, I think they're...
You want me to do it again?
Yep. Dates when our videos come out. We get quite a lot of breeze across our crotch. We get quite a lot of breeze because it's free to do. What was the other thing?
Cup of tea, tea for me, tea for you, tea for two.
Hey, Jack.
Sweaty gloves.
Oh, nice. Hey, Jack. That better?
No. Good boy, Jack. Whittles.
I don't know why I did that.
What did you do? Stop being silly. Will you stop being silly? Click here to subscribe to live in the Skye Life.
Click here to go back to the start of our adventures with our very first episode.